Inside nearly every modern device, from smartphones to data centers, tiny semiconductor chips perform the calculations that power the digital world. These chips are designed by some of the most advanced technology companies on the planet, but many of those companies do not manufacture their own chips. Instead, they rely on a single type of company that quietly became one of the most important infrastructures in modern technology: TSMC. Every year, billions of chips are produced for devices used across the world. Yet one company manufactures a large share of the most advanced semiconductors, and it does so without designing most of them. That is the surprising part. TSMC does not primarily design chips, it builds them. This model is known as the semiconductor foundry. Instead of creating its own chip designs, the company focuses entirely on manufacturing semiconductors for other firms. This approach separated two parts of the industry: design and manufacturing. Before this model became dominant, many companies handled both. They designed chips and produced them in their own facilities, but manufacturing semiconductors became increasingly complex. Building advanced fabrication plants requires billions of dollars and extremely specialized expertise. At the same time, chip design became more sophisticated as computing demands increased. TSMC focused on one side of this equation: manufacturing. This is where the strategy becomes powerful. By specializing entirely in fabrication, TSMC could invest heavily in advancing production technology. Instead of splitting resources between design and manufacturing, the company concentrated on building the most advanced chip production capabilities in the world. This allowed it to serve multiple customers simultaneously. Different companies design processors, graphics chips, and specialized hardware. TSMC manufactures them all. Inside its fabrication facilities, silicon wafers move through highly controlled environments. Machines use photolithography to project circuit patterns onto wafers at microscopic scales. Each layer adds complexity to the chip until complete circuits are formed. The process involves hundreds of steps. Extreme precision is required at every stage. Even the smallest contamination can disrupt production. These facilities operate in ultra-clean environments where air particles are tightly controlled. But the real advantage appears in scale. As more companies rely on TSMC for manufacturing, the company produces higher volumes of chips. Higher volume allows more investment into research and production technology. This creates a feedback loop. More customers lead to more production leads to better technology. Better technology attracts more customers. This is a powerful industrial network effect. But the ecosystem extends beyond fabrication plants. Chip designers collaborate closely with manufacturing teams. Designs must align with production capabilities. Software tools simulate how circuits will behave before fabrication begins. This coordination ensures that complex chips can be manufactured successfully. The entire system operates like a global engineering network, yet the stakes are extremely high. Semiconductors power critical infrastructure across industries. From cloud computing to automotive systems, modern technology depends on reliable chip supply. Disruptions in manufacturing can affect entire sectors. This makes semiconductor production strategically important. Countries, companies, and industries all depend on stable chip supply chains. Competition continues evolving. Some companies invest in their own manufacturing capabilities. Others rely on foundries like TSMC. The industry constantly pushes towards smaller, faster, and more efficient chips. Each new generation requires new manufacturing breakthroughs. Even so, the foundry model reshaped the semiconductor industry. It allowed design companies to focus on innovation and manufacturing companies to specialize in production. From the outside, TSMC is not a consumer brand. Its name does not appear on most devices. But inside those devices, its work is everywhere. Factories producing microscopic circuits, engineers pushing the limits of manufacturing technology, and a global ecosystem relying on advanced semiconductor production. Modern computing depends on chips, and many of those chips depend on a single manufacturing model. One company focused entirely on building them: TSMC, the hidden infrastructure behind the digital world.